watching Hollywood just destroy the small, tiny bit of relevance that they still have left is just I didn't know that I would get the opportunity to see this in my lifetime.
Bill Mahr, you give us so much, but I would love a little less. Just try less.
I just think it's important that we don't normalize what's going on in this country right now. I love America. I love us. I love our communities, free speech, the Trevor Project, and all that. So I think it's important. Renee Good, you know.
But here we are. So they wore their anti-ICE statement pins at the, it's like every time there's a new big event going on, they're like, what's the thing? What is the thing? Do I have a sash or a ribbon or a pin that I need to wear? What do I need to say? Tell me. It's that time of year again. That's what it's like. So they had all of their anti-ICE pins. Meanwhile, the majority of America, this is what's so funny. This is how you know people live in a bubble. They don't get out in real life and talk to people. The majority of Americans, despite what you see online by the most extreme in our country, the majority of the Americans, Democrat and Republican, agree with mass deportations. They agree that they would like people that have criminal records and that are not here legally to leave the country. And they stand behind the ICE agents whose job it is to protect America and its citizens from cross-border crime and illegal immigration that threatens the public safety and sovereignty. That's their mission statement. And not a single one of those humanitarian celebrities said a single thing when people were breaking into our country and taking the lives of our little girls like Laken Riley and Jocelyn Nungaray and Rachel Morin and Kayla Hamilton and Lisbeth Medina. They said nothing about that. And let's talk about due process, because some of the ones that they just picked up in Minnesota had deportation orders that go back to 2004. So they very much did have their due process. They disregarded it and stayed anyway.
Wanda Sykes also wearing...
Yes, to be honest, Hollywood people cannot surprise me. Yeah. If you look at these awards, every year they look into what is trending and they pick that up as a talking point. They struggle to make this statement. At some point, I used to look at these people. I will laugh all through. If you watch everyone here, they were anti-ICE. I don't know if they actually even understand the rule of ICE. When you take a look at this, Bill Mahr, after a reporter asked him about the big good pin celebrities were wearing at the Golden Globes, Runny Good reporter Wanda Sykes also wearing a big good pin for Runny Good. Do you feel that effective or not? This was a question to Bill Mahr. Let me play that. Take a look at this.
Wanda Sykes also wearing a Be Good pin for Renee Good, obviously, and trying to use this platform for activism. Do you feel that's effective or no?
Oh, come on. We're just here for show business today. It was a terrible thing that happened, and it shouldn't have happened. And if they didn't act like such thugs, it wouldn't have had to happen. But I don't need to wear a pin about it.
I'm presenting the award.
I just think it's important that we don't normalize what's going on in this country right now. I love America. I love us. I love our communities, free speech, the Trevor Project, and all that.
At the end of the day, you also have to acknowledge things have changed enormously in this century, and that ultimately merit, is something that we're going to have to reinstate to where it formerly was. It's important, and it kind of got bypassed, and the people it's supposed to help by forgetting about it are often not helped by it.
Well, the pendulum swings in certain ways.
If you look through what you will see on social media trending, it is about ICE and this their pin. Nothing to take home, right? At some point, I don't know if they have to do this every single time. The only here, a lot of people actually enjoyed this award. It was when Ricky Gervais actually said some important things. Since that time till today, we have not seen this again. B is actually outlining some things here, which I see to be very important.
There's just so much of this shaming. A lot of it, people wonder why so many young men vote for Trump? Well, maybe because, he's one guy who doesn't make you feel guilty just for being born with, It's true. It's a lot of his appeal. They make you feel, a lot of, not me, I'm old enough to remember when it was the reverse, so I get the backlash.
What it was like to be born without a dick.
If you're no, that I don't remember. But if you're 22 years old, if you're 22, you don't remember a time when it was the reverse. So you've only seen the backlash. You've only seen white men bad.
Yeah.
So, and shout out to the Golden Globes for having me because, there's some people pissed off that a queer black woman is up here doing the job of two mediocre white guys.
You also have to acknowledge things have changed enormously. It's important, and it kind of got bypassed, and the people it's supposed to help by forgetting about it are often not helped by it.
Well, the pendulum swings in certain ways too, and I do believe that, sometimes, like with the casting conversation too, it's like something the pendulum swings so far, you're like, now should I be nervous about this? It's like, the pendulum like shifts and changes. But in terms of merit, like merit is just a thing, and it's like, I don't know how you solve that problem, especially two white dudes sitting on a couple armchairs talking about it.
Okay, but again, that's the guilt thing that I'm not going to buy into.
Yes, at some point, I believe you've seen, I decided to bring these other clips that be released just today. I think in his podcast, Wanda Sykes calling out Bill Mahr to his face while presenting the Golden Globes. That is something this lady did. I don't know. You must not do this every single time. I'm a queer this, I'm a queer. Ricky Gervais won an award. This lady did something. I don't know. She should be sued for that. That is what I see a lot of people say on social media. She believed Ricky Gervais is transphobic. So took his award and dedicated it to the trans people. I don't know why they always try to do this, to present a different kind of image. If you watch this video clearly, you realize B said something. The reason Trump won young people is because of things like this. There is nothing wrong with what B said. That's the simple truth. Yeah. Looking at these Hollywood people, to me, I don't always like to focus or talk about them. The reason I'm doing this is because B, at some point, always makes sense. Try to call out these woke people. I was shocked when I realized B was actually part of the award. And he didn't miss out a moment. They called him, asked a lot of questions. Look at where we are. Now going into this guy talking about eyes, you can clearly see their motive, right?
The Golden Globe for Best Editing goes to the Justice Department.
This is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today. I know I'm one of them. I love this country, and what I'm seeing here happening is
the pin. Be good. Tell me about
Be
the
good.
pin.
Yes. Of course, this is for the mother who by ICE agent, and it's really sad. And
my baby's upstairs watching. Y'all better be off them damn phones and watching me.
As of the short clips behind, that is for the white algorithm. You can always skip.
About them. Thank you, everyone. I'm a little in shock about that. Maduro.
Let your hatred and sit this one out.
Well, these guys are paid, dude. And we
100.
There you go.
$1,500.
Let's see if they get the.
Well,
I want to see them get it.
MAGA's going to break up because of Donald Trump's criticism of Robin.
Can sit at either place. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
So you and your husband were friends with Rob and Michelle Reiner, and
everybody knew that wasn't true.
A dangerous relative as a likely suspect. A tip that led to her brother Nick. Rob Reiner and Nick had a heated argument the night before at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party, being back on his own. In one interview,
she said,
We should have said nothing. The United States to take this family tragedy in which the president had made no comment.
When people ought to have.
Yes.
Absolute horror.
Hi, Mel Gibson. I'm in Italy.
That to me is very hypocritical and typical of the far left.